Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It is Adamo from Rossoneri TV, and today I'll be discussing whether or not injuries are the true problem at AC Milan, if that's what's holding us back from going further up in the table this season as the season does go on. Now the injury list, just to name a few: Rami, De Sciglio, Abate, Montolivo, De Jong, El Shaarawy. As I said, those are just a few names, the list goes on. So in that sense, Inzaghi does have a point that the plethora amount of injuries can be holding Milan back slightly, and arguably almost all those injuries, if not all those injuries, can be starting in our starting XI, as almost every player has been underperforming, as we saw this past week. With that being said, can that be the true source, what's really holding Milan back this entire season to our woes? I don't think so. I understand having so much crucial injuries can affect not only the performance of the team on the pitch, as you're losing that crucial player and you may have to swap formations, the manager has to work a bit harder, and as well mentally, as in all the players may lose confidence as they know a player that they want to look to win matches is not there anymore, which is also the coach's job to kind of uplift that and negate that negative side effect. Although those two things that I just mentioned, I don't think that's enough to really stop a team like AC Milan. No matter what people say, they have a lot of great players in that squad. I don't think it can stop a team like us from beating a team like Chievo, which is a team that lost 3-0 to Empoli, which is also a team that came from the City of B. No disrespect to them, but 3-0 against Empoli. That's sad, guys, and we couldn't even contend against Chievo. We played good in the starting couple minutes, but after that, everything died down, and it was overall a sad performance. Maybe the problems are much deeper than the surface. That's really what I think it is. Maybe it's something in the management. Maybe it's Berlusconi, Galliani, Lady B, anybody in the management. It has to be something deeper than the surface, as I mentioned, which is likely the case, at least in my opinion. I don't know what you guys think. You can leave that down below in the comments. But maybe Inzaghi should use other teams as role models, kind of. I'm not too sure if he'll last the whole season, you know. There's reports of Montella, Conte possibly coming to Milan in the summer. Hopefully those coaches are actually true names that actually come true, because those are fantastic coaches. And as I was saying, for examples, Montella has been fantastic with a Fiorentina squad that has been killed by injuries, and he's made back-to-back fourth-place finishes behind Milan, unfortunately for him. But overall, with the squad that they have, although they had key players like Borja Valero and Cuadrado, overall, their team has just been ripped to shreds by injuries, and overall, it's not even a great team. No disrespect to them. They do have a lot of great players now as they're moving forward, and hopefully they spend their money that they got from Cuadrado, which went to Chelsea, well, to improve their squad. But overall, I don't see how Milan can use injuries as an excuse if Montella has been doing what he's been doing with a much worse squad with much worse injuries. So overall, I think maybe Inzaghi should look at him as a role model. Even Mancini, Inter were in a dark spell. Now they went on a winning streak. Obviously, you know, they played teams like Lazio where they struggled, but they went down fighting. Milan don't go down fighting. When Milan go down, they just absolutely quit. You see about 2-3 players like Poli, Bonaventura actually trying on the pitch. Besides that, nobody else really cares. So overall, I think the problem must be much deeper than just injuries or something of that sort, although the injuries do make quite a big impact. As I said, I don't think that's the true problem at AC Milan. Leave down below what you guys think the true problem may actually be. Do you really think it's the injuries? Let me know. Do you think it might be something deeper? As I mentioned, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Subscribe to Rossoneri TV, as we cover pretty much everything on the shipwreck known as Milan, and we bring a more entertaining sense to everything that's going on, surfacing around Milan. So, as I said, leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, and as usual, Forza Milan.